So I'm gonna record this. I might be quieter in this video, but I'm gonna just this is like another room tour because I just felt like it. I'm just gonna do it. I know people sometimes get tired that I keep posting like full collection videos, but I really just post these because I feel like it. And if you're not cool with that, whatever. But I did clean up in here recently. There's some things that will be changed pretty soon. I'm gonna get that poster over there, that blinded by the light one you see right there. That's gonna go in the wall right here. So these only had one nail. I didn't pull out the nails. You can see it there. I need to pull them out, but these are gonna go up there along with that one. But that one's hooked in by two nails, and it's really in the wall there. So I'm gonna have to or to get that one out. But we're gonna hang up all that tomorrow. I'll do a video on my second channel. If this doesn't post on my main channel, Command Studios, my second channel is Chan's Random Vlogs. But I'm probably gonna post this on my second channel. But I'm just mentioning it just in case it doesn't. So let's start right here with how I put this together here. So I kind of felt, here's my thing. This is a movie shelf and music shelf. So I think the top kind of should be representative of that. So you got this Fantasia movie moment, this Nightmare for Christmas movie moment. You got some movie moments, okay? That looks great on the top. I think that looks really nice. And then this Hey Arnold, he's got his Walkman, his headphones. I think that looks great on the top of like a shelf that's supposed to hold a bunch of CDs. And of course, my one audiobook, which I'm hoping to get more audiobooks. And then, of course, I got, just DeLorean sitting here. And then I got this little Hey Arnold thing that one year for Christmas my parents got me in a stocking, which is cool. I love Hey Arnold, and that came from the dollar store, but, it's cool. And then you have this, this is Bob from Stranger Things. I don't know why I said it like that. Was this Bob from Stranger Things? Like, of course it is. I met the guy and he signed it. It even has my name on it right there. But, it's really cool. But I don't have a lot of unbox pops. So what I did is kind of press them in between my movies. And I think it actually looks really good. This is the only one that looks kind of awkward. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I get so many CDs that they could fill up all the way across. Am I just going to move these movies and push CDs with the movies going down forward? I don't know. But I don't know. I still think it looks really nice, though, for now. And then, you got the Jay Garrick, signed by John Wesley Shipp, who used to be the Flash in the 90s in his own show. And then he also reprised his role for that CW crossover. But now in the new series, he's Jay Garrick. I don't really care about the new series, though. It's kind of... So this is a Mandalorian pop. This is not the chrome one. This is just the common one. Why I put this in the pop protector is people love the Mandalorian. And those pops are, like, getting up in value so much. And it's just like, So I'm going to keep that one in the box. I mean, I have a Baby Yoda 10-inch, and that thing's worth, like, over $50 already, so... This is Team Wolf. This one's flocked. That's why it's in the box. It's not really valued at anything. It's just flocked. And flocky means like it's kind of fuzzy and it's got like a texture. But when you like take it out of the box and you touch it, like the flocking can rip off and come off, and it's horrible. So don't do that. And also, I've had pops where like the flocking literally was like just throwing its flocking everywhere. So it was like hair everywhere. It was kind of gross. So. But they look cool for characters like that. It was supposed to be like kind of fuzzy. It's a cool idea. Just, they're not meant to be taken out of the box. Maybe you take them out once, you feel it, but for the most part, they're not supposed to be taken out of the box. And then you got my Scooby-Doo set here. So I'm going to kind of explain how I got this organized here. But I'm going to set my camera right here so I can put this set back in, because it's kind of difficult to put in because of the shape this Scooby-Doo set has. So basically, how I have this organized, of course, is CDs here. And my CDs aren't really organized in any order. Some might be like, if I got Billy Joel albums, they're going to go right next to each other. That's just going to happen. Or these are part of the Icon series. These Who and Cat Stevens, right? So those ones are gonna go together too, because of that. But besides that, it's not really any order. Like, I got Smash Mouth and Will Smith and Jimi Hendrix right next to each other. So my CDs aren't organized in any order, but I do want like soundtracks of movies to be put at the end and my actual music to be more forefront. But basically, it starts from anime to Disney. Of course, this is single anime, because over here is all my box sets and DVDs, which I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, it goes from Disney to Warner Brothers, and of course I have like more of their live action movies, and it transitions to more of their animated movies, and then from animated movies it transitions into DC and kind of Ninja Turtles. Now these are New Line Cinema, but they were distributed through Warner Brothers and released through Warner Brothers, so I kind of put them there, especially since TMNT right here has that Warner Brothers logo down there. And then, so that's kind of how I do things. And then I do the same thing with 20th Century Fox that I do with Warner Brothers. And, of course, but this shelf does not fit all my movies. I have way more than that. So you go over here. Up here, I put more of my comics here. And then it transitions to more of my books. And then this box set. Of course, there's other comics mixed in between here. Like, these two are comics here. But those are... the books are kind of just dependent on the size, really, and whatever way they look nice. And then I got my Home Alone collector set, and I've got some other books that I had to push down here because that fit this set up here. And I like this Batman and this picture just sitting up here. I think that looks nice up there. I'm never really gonna touch that shelf. I think so. I don't really have that many dwarves, so I just decided put them here. They look great here, honestly. I think, especially the Captain America Red Skull one. I really like those two. The Ren and Stimpy one's cool, but I don't know. I just like these ones. I feel like it's just classic. They're not from the movies, they're from the comics, if you can tell by his shield, which is, based on, like, the comics and stuff. But, so you got my DVD box sets, my actual DVDs, and how my DVDs are organized. These two aren't really organized in any particular order, but these are Nickelodeon box sets. So you got Nickelodeon stuff right there. Kind of Paramount, I guess. Which I should move these, because these go over here. But this is Warner Brothers. So the final seasons of Adventure Time were never actually released on Blu-ray, so they're here, which really sucks. I want them on Blu-ray. And then, you got some Warner Brothers movies, and Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, blah, blah, blah. And then you got some random stuff, and blah, blah, blah. These VHS things, okay, so these aren't VHS, obviously. Like, Stranger Things couldn't be on VHS. But, they're like... So these are the 4K editions of those. This E.T. one... I honestly wish I didn't buy it. It looks cool, but, like... Look at all the space that this thing takes up for that little disc. You know what I mean? And I could have got it on 4K. And this is just Blu-ray. But, as it is, it's whatever. I have it. That's what really matters. And I got the 1966 Batmans, all 3 seasons. And then I got this Shout Factory Critters box set, I'm not going to go over everything. I'm just going to point out the noteworthy stuff. And then, I got this really awesome Force Awakens thing. I think it's actually my most expensive thing in my collection. I think that's out of print. These here are my 2 Criterion's Fantastic Mr. Fox. I'm the same way. I'm definitely looking forward to getting more. It's just a lot of Criterions, a lot of them are really strange movies, and you just, like, I don't know anything about them, and they're expensive. So, like, a movie I don't know much about, and it's expensive, right? Because, Mill Creek, they're a company that releases a lot of stuff I don't know anything about, but the prices that they're releasing stuff are like, okay, yeah, I'll pick that up and check that out, but just Criterion and Shout Factory, it's like, oh my gosh. The prices are, I don't know. But, I got my Ultramans, which I'm going to build it all this way. And I got all this other stuff here. So it moves back into my 20th Century Fox movies at the end here. And so it's filled up. And then you move down here. I don't know if you can see that very well. But it's 20th Century Fox, Universal, DreamWorks, Paramount, because... Actually, DreamWorks is owned by Universal, so I put them together. And then you got Paramount, and I kind of put the Transformers and G.I. Joe stuff together. And then I got some random stuff, and Mill Creek stuff all goes at the end. And then it goes down here too. Now this is really awkward to display, and I think it just, I don't know. I like it here. I like things that bookend kind of my movies and things sometimes, and I think that looks great down there. I know people can't see it, but it's like, that's where I like it. I tried putting it up here. It just didn't look great up here. It looks great there. You go down here, you got my Disney Parks Oswald plushie. I think that guy looks great sitting down there too. So I really wouldn't change that. There's my Coke bottle, which I don't use for change. I just think it looks cool. So these are some of my taller figures. Iron Giant, Robbie the Robot, Santa's Little Helper plushie. I think those look great. And I had like Black Series and action figures on this, but you know what? That shelf was going to fill up with those, and I'm going to have to move them. I think this looks so much better anyways. So you got my 10-inch Baby Yoda, my 10-inch Green Goblin, and then my Baby Yoda like plushie. I believe this is the one made by Mattel or Hasbro. I actually don't know, but this is the one they got there. So then you got one of my Yumi Batmans. I need to get some more of those. You got my little weird kind of awkward shaped Chewbacca plushie, BB-8, D-O, all my Funkalo plushies, and then got some other ones squeezed in there too. So that's pretty dope. But you kind of get over here. You got my Mystery Machine, which I just kind of put the figures inside because I don't know, something about just displaying the van looks cool. Stormtrooper helmet, Violent Toys Harley Quinn, my BB-8 kind of vinyl bank, and then this is just pops. That's what all this is, except for like a couple random things like these are sitting here. But for majority, this is pops. All this is Star Wars. I want to get some figures in the back here to fill up this whole row, but I do have this Black Series Baby Yoda, and it just sits in the back in shame of its tiny, pathetic size. But yeah, I think it looks great. Just you got all my Star Wars pops, vinyls, some Black Series. You got some dolls, and then this whatever kind of figure the Stormtrooper is. I got all this for like $5, majority of these. So like, I love all these figures and kind of the shape and spot of them. And you got a lot of other ones. I try to keep all the sets together, but sometimes I just don't care, honestly. But I think the worst pops I probably have are these Lisa Simpson ones, because they're weightless, like they have no weight to them, and you knock them over and you have to constantly pick them up. And especially this one, look at those feet, and it's horrible. Like, it's a cool character, but just not well designed for an out-of-box collector. Yeah, you kind of move my Black Series. Some of them look cool. I got my Zoltar because I can't put it up here with my other big pops. Great movie. You should check that movie out. It's a really funny Tom Hanks movie. Got some Shazam figures, some DC figures. Of course, I got one of my favorite pops, if not my favorite pop, Boromir. Oh, gosh, Boromir. Boromir falls over a lot. I think maybe it's the weight. Got my police ones because they don't stand that well, so I'm kind of bunching them together all the time. This gym one doesn't stand very well either. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that! So, I kind of lean him against Dwight there. And, because that Dwight is kind of heavy too, and so I think it looks better that way. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not going to point out every single pop because I got to move them. And I already did like a full pop collection on my main channel, Kabam Studios. So if you want to check that out, I go super in depth with that. And of course, some of the I've got more pops since then. But I'm just saying, you can kind of pause and I guess look around and kind of see what's here. But, oh dang, I got to put everything back up. Crud. Pam fell over. Pam! Yeah, Pam's falling over today and pushing Odd Job back there. But Like, look at that. It looks incredible, honestly. I don't know. I'm sure this shelf looks a little weird. This shelf even looks a little weird, but you know, these first two shelves are pretty much perfect, and I don't really know how to get these shelves. And my problem is I just don't know where to put all these single pops, and I'm almost like, maybe I should keep them in box. Maybe they might be easier to display, but then I remember they're not. So I moved all my board games down here under my bed. I'm probably going to put them in the closet, but I just haven't had time to do that. But look at that wall. I really like that. You got a nice poster here. You got my TV, my Blu-ray player. And I moved this Dagobah movie moment down here on top of my Blu-ray player because I just think it looks cool. And I can't figure out where to put this Millennium Falcon. And honestly, right here is perfect spot for it. Fits in there really well. You know, I can see it. It's nice. Maybe I won't see it the best, but there really is no other place for it. And then this record player, which I just bought, I don't want it on my desk because it just takes up too much room. So I was like, here, let me put it here, and I can unplug it and plug it back in easier, use it easier. It's also not so close to the door, so when I'm turning on records or CDs, like the whole house can hear it because it's kind of playing out there. You know, it's nicer this way. It really looks nice in between the guinea pig cage and that. I'm gonna actually shut this though. I need to actually. There we go. It's a nice wood. If you want to see how it works, I guess I can show it off again, but I'm gonna be quiet about it because there are people trying to sleep. You know, it's like. So it's not. What's going on today? That's right. I think this side. What happened with this side? Is it not on a good playing side? Sorry, guys. I'm gonna fidget with it for a minute, I guess. After 3 days in the desert, I was looking at a riverbed. A story is told of a river that flowed, made me sad to think it was dead. You see, I've been through the desert. That sound is beautiful, but I'm gonna get copyright claims, so I'm not gonna play too much of it. And then here is just. I don't know. I think that's just a random shelf. It looks great up there, but just kind of random. Now right here, if you notice, it's kind of empty because what has happened is I bought 2 more 10-inch pops. I have no idea when they're going to show up, but I need to have space ready to go for when they do show up so I can figure out where I'm going to put stuff. So I got Cthulhu and Notorious B.I.G. showing up. Who knows when, but yeah.